who deputies say made a 911 call last month, has been charged with her boyfriend's murder. The Lenoir County Sheriff's Office says Nyasia Perkins and Calvin Colley were arrested Wednesday and charged with first-degree murder and felony conspiracy in Quentin Gray's death. Deputies say both Perkins and Colley were arrested yesterday at their places of work in Kinston. Deputies won't say where that happened, but did confirm the two worked together. The 26-year-old woman lives in Lenoir County, while deputies say the 29-year-old man is from Goldsboro. And just after midnight on December 8th, deputies say they were called to a home on Sweet Amy Lane for reports of someone being shot during a breaking and entering. Their 30-year-old Gray was found shot to death in his living room. The sheriff's office says Perkins also lived at the home with Gray, and deputies say she made the 911 call reporting the shooting. Deputies say there were two small children along with the man's girlfriend in the home when the shooting happened. Perkins and Coley are being held in the Lenoir County Jail without bond.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit y'all another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely marvelous. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of North Carolina by way of Lenoir County. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of North Carolina. Everybody inside the great county of Lenoir. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. And also, before I start this story, I want to send a special condolence out to the family and friends of Quentin Gray, because it's very sad and tragic what happened to this young man. And now, family, this story right here shows you why I tell you all you must align yourself with the right people in life. I also tell you all that be careful who you trust, be careful who you love, because one day the real deal will come out, as in the case of this story right here, where we have Quentin Gray, 30 years old, who was set up and killed by his girlfriend, yes, his baby mama. Also, now, the girlfriend goes by the name of Nyasia Perkins, 26 years old. And also, the side dude, he goes by the name of Calvin Colley, 29 years old with a rough face. And now, this story takes place on December the 8th, on a Sunday, around 12 a.m. And you would think around 12 a.m., everybody have their ass to sleep. Everything is honky-dory inside this house. But no, that's not the case when you are dealing with somebody who is cheating. And all of this is behind Nyasia and Calvin Colley having a secret relationship. Now, you would think that if you want to be with somebody and you're grown, you're 26 years old and he's 29, what would you do? You would tell the person that you're with that you don't want to be with them no more, and you would move on with your life. But evidently, Calvin and Nyasia did not get that memo. And now it all came to a head on that Sunday night around 12 a.m. at Quentin Gray and also Nyasia Perkins' residence, where someone was said to have broke in.
And just after midnight on December 8th, deputies say they were called to a home on Sweet Amy Lane for reports of someone being shot during a breaking and entering.
Now, you would think if somebody broke in, that number one, the person who broke in most likely would have taken something. But evidently, this person did not take a damn thing, because the only thing that was taken was Quentin Gray's life. Nothing else was missing out this whole residence. And now, after the so-called burglary took place, that's when Nyasia Perkins hopped her ass on the phone and called 911 and spoke to a dispatcher, and she basically said that she heard gunshots and she put her children up under the bed. Now, you would think if you put the kids up under the bed, you would be up under the bed with the children, right? And also, what's very strange about that 911 call, as you all can see, the 911 dispatcher asked her how long ago did this take place, and she said roughly 5 minutes ago. Now, think about this, family. Now, if someone breaking your residence and you hear gunshots and you in there with your spouse and your children, and your spouse is in the front living room, you would think that you would immediately call 911. Who in the hell waits 5 minutes to call 911 when your cell phone is right there? So don't think that the police did not take that into account, because they take everything into account. But guess what, though? They did not have any evidence then. So, as the story goes, that's when the police did more investigating, and then they started putting two and two together. And lo and behold, that's when Calvin Colley's name had popped up. And I know some of you all are thinking to yourself right now, well, Trey, how in the hell did Nyasia Perkins and Calvin Colley meet up? The story goes that the two of them worked together.
Deputies say both Perkins and Colley were arrested yesterday at their places of work in Kinston.
Now, you have people like that. They have friends. They have relationships at work. They call them their work husbands and their work wives. Don't think some of your spouses don't have that. Whether your girlfriend or boyfriend, husband or wife or whatnot. Look, it's like this. They have a relationship at home with you, and then they also have a relationship sometimes at work with somebody else. So they live in a double life, as you all can see. Now, you would think that if you want to be with somebody and also you're not happy with me and you're cheating on me, guess what? You would tell me. And to be real about it, that's all Naisha Perkins had to do was just tell Quentin Gray that she did not want to be with him anymore and gave the man a choice. The word for today is give people a choice. Because guess what? Maybe he did not want to be with her no more also. Now, you don't ever know how somebody may feel. Just because you may be tired of that person, you want to move on, or you're living a double life, that does not mean that you have a right to take that person's life, because you cannot take something that you cannot give back. And that's a life. Exactly. Now, lo and behold, just weeks later, after the police had did their investigation, that's when the Lenore County Police Department came to Naisha Perkins' job and also Calvin Coley's job and promptly arrested Naisha Perkins. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, Trey, I thought you said they came to Calvin Coley and Naisha Perkins' job and that they worked together. Yes, they did work together, but it's a reason why they did not arrest Calvin Coley right then, because Naisha Perkins, as you all see, was arrested around 12 p.m. Now, the reason Calvin Coley took so long to get arrested is because once the police came to their workplace, and no, I do not know the name of their workplace, their job, but at the same time, when the police came there, they immediately arrested Naisha Perkins, but they had to locate Calvin Coley because guess what? Calvin Coley went and hid, as you all see. So after hours of searching for Calvin Coley at his job site, that's when the Lenore County Police Department found Calvin Coley around 4 p.m. hiding behind pallets of inventory.
Deputies say both Perkins and Colley were arrested yesterday at their places of work in Kinston. Deputies won't say where that happened, but did confirm the two worked together.
Now, you would think, number one, that he would have got the hell about the building when he first seen the police officer, unless they already had the building surrounded. But what good is running in when they already know who you are, because they came directly to him and arrested him? Now, you would think on one hand that a man would not even get involved in this type of thing, because number one, if this woman, Naisha Perkins, did this to Quentin Gray, guess what? She would turn around and do the same thing to you. And that's why I don't understand about some people. Now, if a person is low down and not loyal to their own boyfriend or girlfriend, and they have children with that person, and then they're willing to go the extra yard and get that person killed, what do you think they're going to do to you? They're going to do you the same damn way. So to those of you out there who are living a double life, you all make sure that you remember that, because guess what? What goes around will always come back around, and karma is very real. Now, when the police department came to arrest Naisha Perkins and Calvin Coley, they was charged with first-degree premeditated murder and also felony conspiracy to commit murder. And what I have been told by people who live in North Carolina, if you happen to get a first-degree premeditated murder charge and also felony conspiracy to commit murder, that you can face the death penalty and it's automatic life in prison without parole. So Naisha Perkins is not coming home. Now, on one hand, you would think, number one, that a woman would not do this, because most people do not look at women as being violent like that, when in reality, most of them are. Now, when Quentin Gray had got killed December the 8th, Naisha Perkins did not waste any time going straight to where? No, not to the police station, no. She went and did like any old thought would do. She went straight to Facebook and started confessing her love, started confessing how much she missed her boo and that she hate he's not here anymore. So let's read a couple things what she said. And this is what Naisha Perkins had to say. She says this, as you all see. She says, really just numb, sick to the stomach to it all. I see everyone messages and calls. I appreciate all the words. Heartbroken that our boys don't know what's going on. All they know. That's a damn shame right there. So we're going to take your own words, Naisha Perkins. Now, if your two children, and they're by Quentin, I assume, why would you take all they know? You caused this damage upon yourself. And then you got the nerve to want to run to Facebook with this fake ass love. But she wasn't there yet. She says this also, as you all see. And Naisha goes on to say, everybody that think they going to be at Hood Rich Montana service, y'all not. Now, Hood Rich Montana is Quentin Gray nickname or whatnot, his rap name. And then she goes on to say, he only F with a few, and they know who they are. And the people he didn't F with, y'all know who y'all are. He already told me he don't want none of y'all fake MFs at his stuff. Sorry, but not sorry. But think about this, family. Now, if your baby daddy, your boyfriend got murdered, who in the hell in their right mind sit up here, go to Facebook and lash out at the people? And then talk like this when we are talking about a funeral. And now, family, you would think that if someone wants to come to someone's funeral and show their final respects and also show their love, that you would let them. Because who in their right mind deny someone access to someone's funeral that they once loved or had contact with or had respect for? Who does that? The enemy does that. I mean, she's clearly making herself known the whole damn time. But she wasn't done there yet. She goes on December 21st, a few days before Christmas. She says, as you all see, it's about that time, babe. I'm glad I gave you your flowers while you was here. And a bullet too. And also she goes on to say, I love you. Girl, you don't know what love is. Let me tell you what love is. Love would have made you dead right. Love would not have made you sit up here and got this man set up and got killed if you really love this man. Only person you love, hell, I don't even think you love yourself. But anyway, she says, I love you. Thank you for everything. I'm going to try my best to be as strong as you. Me, Gianni, and I mean love you. I wish this never happened to you. Hood Rich Montana. Girl, you the reason why it happened. You the one set the whole damn thing up. But this the nerve of some people. Now, on one hand, you have someone running to Facebook, professing all their love and innocence, telling people they cannot come to the man's funeral because he didn't mess with them. But at the same time, you're the reason why he's having a funeral. And all you had to do, if you want to be with tough-faced Calvin Coley, is tell Quentin. I'm sure that he's a reasonable man. I'm sure that he would not have jumped on you because last time I checked, you all didn't have any kind of domestic violence problem. But it really was a problem. And the problem was you. And you got to ask yourself, Naisha, starting with you, because you're the one that's supposed to be loyal to Quentin, not Calvin Coley. Calvin Coley just another dude out there. So as you sit in that jail cell today and you're facing a death penalty and also an automatic life in prison, you in Calvin Coley, you got to ask yourself this right here. Number one, was it worth it? And also, girl, who's going to look after your two sons? You took these children, father, away from them. And you know how hard it is to get men in the house with their children and to stay there. And here you is, got someone staying there. But in closing, it's always warning before destruction. I always tell you about signs. Now, it's quite strange that when Quentin Gray house had got burglarized and he got killed that night, the intruder came through, not the front door, the back door. But sadly, Quentin Gray, before his passing, he made a song, you all. And the name of the song was called Back Door, as you all see. Now, isn't it strange that he would make a song about watching that back door and then moments later, he would wind up getting killed by somebody coming through the back door, all because he was set up by his girlfriend, his baby mama. And the person that carried out this hit was his girlfriend / baby mama, Naisha Perkins' work husband. Now, if this don't show you that you got to be careful with who you be with, and also that people have all kind of hidden motives and hidden agendas, nothing will. But I'm going to tell you this right here in closing. Look here. If you don't want to be with somebody, don't be with them. You ain't got to cheat on them. And most of all, you ain't got to take their damn life. Because guess what? What's going to happen when you end up losing your life? Now, as you all can see, both of them looking sad as hell on this mugshot. But guess what, though? They still alive for now. And that's only if the great state of North Carolina do not decide to give them the death penalty. So let me ask you all this in closing. Do you think these two deserve life in prison, or do they both deserve death? And shame on you, Naisha Perkins. Now, as we close, we'll look at this picture right here. Now, you standing there with Quentin, with the children. And I want to ask you this. Why couldn't you just let good be? Why could you not have just been a woman about it? Since y'all say men need to be a man about it, just be a man about it. Why could you not have been a woman about it and just stood on your 10, stood on business, and told Quentin Gray that you wanted to move on, you found somebody else. And guess what? Life goes on. Maybe he would have got mad. Maybe he would have cussed you out. But guess what, though? The man would have still been alive, here to take care of his children. And imagine when your two sons grow up, they are going to want to know what happened to their dad. And guess what? When they found the truth that you helped get them killed, helped set them up to get killed, guess what? Imagine you trying to explain that to them. How you going to explain that to your children that you are the reason why their dad was set up and killed? That's a damn shame right there. But anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed. And I will see y'all soon on next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.